Hello, Goddess Body, Mind, Spirit community. This is Tyra Omilade, your Goddess Guru. You all know I love helping women align with their life purpose using ancient wisdom so that they confidently and courageously live the amazing lives, hey, you know you deserve. So I wanted to get on today and talk about what's going to happen at the end of this week. Today is Wednesday, June 30th. Congratulations, you made it through another month in 2021. That's a major accomplishment. Give yourself an atta girl. If I have any brothers watching, an atta boy for making it through this month. So the end of this week, this is something I shared recently with my inner circle. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to let everybody know this. This week started out nice and gentle. I know it's not been easy for everybody. Okay. So I'm sorry if it hasn't been super easy, but astrologically, the majority of us have felt like, it's just been like a normal week. I'm just doing what I'm doing. Could have even felt to a certain degree, some moments like it's a little bit of a lull. And I said, we need to appreciate that. The entire month of July actually is a little bit of a break, even though it has its challenges. Well, one of the challenges that's coming up this week, leading into next week, is two planetary interactions. Well, actually, yeah, two different planetary interactions that they're rough. It's really rough energy. And so what we need to be thinking about is how do we handle this energy? Because I'll tell you what it's about. Some of it could be, it feels like there's clashing energy to a certain degree. You may feel like somebody, or there's something going on and it feels a little bit like oppressive. And it's like, I'm not going to take it anymore. It may be somebody doing it to you, you doing this to somebody else. So these are kinds of things to be looking for. I have some notes here. So yeah, Mars is in both of these planetary interactions. And so whenever Mars is there, we have to be taking care to watch out for angry outbursts. Maybe if somebody has one with you, don't take it personally unless it's like, no, this one's personal. Some of us just may feel like, you know what, this is the week I'm going off, especially anything that feels oppressive. I think that's another thing. Wherever you feel a bit oppressed or burdened is another one. You could be like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do this. Let's see here. There could also feel like there's blockages to you having forward movement. The key is with this one is to look at what's going to bring the most balance and considering, the needs of you versus someone else. Like it's called the opposition for those who know astrology. And with the opposition, it's like being on a seesaw. And so this is what it could be feeling like. I really do get the sense that people are going to be feeling like, I want to fight the power this week. The other one that's involved is Uranus, however you want to say it, square Mars. And so this is the kind of energy that will bring action. It's like this week, from starting maybe even today, but for sure tomorrow, Thursday, July 1st, into about, I would say Tuesday, Wednesday next week, maybe even, we could be feeling like something frustrates us to the point where it's like, okay, forget it. I'm so frustrated. I'm just going to do whatever I need to do to get this thing done or to make this change. And it has the element of upheaval also. So, yeah, I encourage you to be aware that we want to avoid the mind games where we just feel like, well, life is supposed to be easy. Everything is supposed to be easy. I'm so tired of everything being so hard. And it's okay when we feel that way sometimes. But sometimes it's like this is happening for a reason, and let me take advantage of this energy. Let me take advantage of this energy of feeling like, it's just so much pressure. I don't understand why does it have to be this upheaval right now? And reframe it. Y'all know, well, the ladies in my inner circle know I often talk about Oshun being the queen of reframe, because I know we like working with the goddess. We like working with some of the Orisha. And this is one of the things that I've learned in working with Oshun. She's the queen of the reframe. One of her Odu, or the Odu that she speaks through, is called Oshea. And Oshea says, celebrate beauty over negativity. And I just consider that to be reframe what's going on. And so it's like, how can this work for me? How can this, another thing that we may be feeling like is it's a lot of pressure. I'm having to work under pressure. Well, let's reframe it. Okay, I'm working under pressure. Once it's done, oh my gosh, I am now at a new juncture. I can begin to move forward even more. Or, okay, I'm working under pressure. I have all this stuff popping off. So and so is going crazy. Like, these people are going ballistic. How can I look at this and see what's the real meaning of it? What do I need to do? How is this leading me in a new direction that, things will be better? That's what this energy leads us to. And oftentimes people don't understand. It's changes we should have been making, and we're not making these changes. The universe will serve it up for you. Like, seriously, the universe is working in your favor. Even sometimes when the universe says, hey, you won't make the change, we'll help you make the change. We're going to create a lot of frustration. Everyone will feel it differently. So take my words and just chew on them and begin to look at how things are playing out, and mindfully with, being deliberate, make some choices about what you're doing. Now, this is fast energy. So you may not feel like you have a whole lot of time to think, but as long as we're being mindful, we're walking present in the moment, we can make these choices. We can make these decisions. I do say one of the, what did I call it? Affirmations that I put out this week, and the video is on YouTube if you haven't seen it, is I am courageous. That was one of the cards I pulled. And I mentioned in that video, we're going to have to be courageous this week because it is energy that's popping off, and it's stuff that we need to face. And so I want to just say to you all, when we are looking at how do we keep ourselves safe, when we're feeling stressed and pressure, because some of this stuff is like all of a sudden something can just happen. Ooh, I have to be real with y'all. Then one of the things we want to do is, the fight, the flight, the freeze, and then there's also the fawn that I've recently learned about. Most everybody knows flight, you just take off. It's like, ooh, disappear. I don't want to handle it, right? Because it doesn't feel safe. This is what I really want to drive home, is we want to put ourselves in a position of feeling safe. I'm able to do this. Or if I do take flight, I'm taking flight to get myself in a position where maybe I can turn back and look at what's going on and make a decision. Not flight like, oh, I'm just not going to even address this. I'm not going to even deal with this. But yeah, take flight, get yourself safe, and then stop and look back and see what is it that we need to do. Fight. If you are one who naturally defaults to fighting, this one might not, this will be a week where you might need to take a breath before you go into fight mode, because this is the kind of energy that will make people go into fight mode. But it's going to make everybody do that. So some people who never speak up for themselves, they need this energy. But those who are fighters, you constantly just saying what you think, and folks get mad at you, or, folks are like, dang, you cut me anyway. This is a week where you really will cut people, but you don't want to do that because you want your fight to be for something worthy and something good, right? Something beneficial. Let me say it that way. So that's what I'll say to those who typically go into fight. Just be mindful, take some deep breaths, and see how is this fight going to land everybody in a more beneficial place. Freeze. The main thing with freezing, I would say for this week, would be if you're going to freeze, tell yourself, I'm going to freeze and then I'm going to thaw. Find a way to get yourself thawed out so that you can confront, get real about what is coming up. Even if it's just the best thing I can do right now is just take a note of what happened, and then I can address it at some other point where I'm not frozen. Now, we'll say, if you have the propensity to freeze, this is a good week for you to say, you know what? I am not going to stay frozen. I'm going to let this energy activate me. So I encourage you to let the energy activate your system, because courage sometimes is a little bit of a muscle. And I say that because sometimes we have to go on ahead and be courageous one time and realize, oh, I didn't die. The worst of the worst that I thought was going to happen didn't happen. And it just keeps us saying, okay, I'm going to give it a try again and again. And because we don't always feel comfortable when we're being courageous. Okay. So I encourage you to give yourself, if you freeze most of the time, give yourself a chance to let this energy unthaw you, and going ahead and say, let me just exhibit, my courage muscle, and going ahead and confront this thing and see how it shakes down. Take some notes, see what went well, what didn't go well, and we'll give it a good old college try. Because once we get frozen, if we let this become our predominant way of dealing with stress, then, we end up being like a lot of women I hear from, stuck. A lot of women say, oh my gosh, I am so stuck. So let me see here. Also, the last one is fawn, which this is the one I recently learned about and realized I'm a fawner. I'm like, oh my God, this is an uncomfortable truth. Fawning means let me just do anything I can to calm everybody down. Let me, make everybody calm down and be happy. And okay, everybody, let's just chill out. See, this is not a week for fawning. This is a week where it's like, okay, I'm going to turn fawn into self-care. I'm going to take such good care of myself that I will be able to take the heat that comes my way, if that's how it comes. I will be able to deal with this stress that I see if it comes my way this week. And so, yeah, I encourage you to turn fawning into self-care and realize that, that's really a way to translate that energy to keep yourself from being part of a moment that's about activating, even though it will feel stressful. It's about activating it. You want the energy to stay activated because you want to move forward. This energy is moving us forward. Okay. So, one of the things to note, let me pull this up. I'm not going to say a whole lot. I'm not going sign by sign. I'm just going to kind of do it in groups. But those who have, who are fixed signs. So the fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and what's the last one? Aquarius. These signs will feel this energy the most, and these can bring the biggest changes for the fixed signs. New beginnings of some sort for the fixed signs, okay? So where you feel yourself being activated, it could be you personally. Something is activated and changing in your life, or it could feel like it's activating and changing in relationships, home and family, career. These are the houses in all of our charts, the 1st, 4th, 7th, and 10th, that activate and create lots of change. And so if you feel like you've been stuck and you are a fixed sign, this is a very, very good time. Next would be cardinal. For the cardinal signs, this is happening in let's see here. For Aries, it would be 11th, 2nd, 5th, and 8th. Okay, so I would say to you that this is happening in houses where it could create some abundance, quite frankly, but it will be through stress, or maybe it's going to make you focus on money or something like that, or social connections, or you may be feeling a cardinal signs is going to be the Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Okay, y'all could be feeling it like you are feeling like, I want to stand out and shine, I want to be different, but by the same token, there's something going on with groups, but also I think it could be activating something with your money houses too, especially if you have planets in Taurus and Scorpio. But yeah, for the cardinal signs, these houses are about money, and these houses are about another thing is being gainful, goals, and using your gifts and your talents. Okay, this is very light. I'm not going super in depth. For the mutable signs, this would be Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius. Okay, let's see here. For Gemini, 12th, yes. 3rd, 6th, and 9th. So for the mutable signs, one of the things I will say is important is work-life balance. So you might just be really seeing how things are not balanced between work and like your health and your wellness, the things that really matter to help keep us healthy, as well as it could be making you something coming up regarding like how you think and what you believe. These kinds of issues might be coming up. It could be to a certain degree for the mutable signs, internal and mental is how it described how this could be. It could be something that's more on the inside, though you could see evidence of lack of work-life balance. Also, in the fact that maybe you work too much and you're not taking care of family, or your family, whatever's going on in your family, it has you so, overwhelmed that it's creating issues at work. So I encourage everybody to use this time to look at what is it bringing up, and see it as an opportunity. A lot of times what ends up happening is we get on it's like a train track. And even though there are times when that train could go in a different direction, we get on that rail where we just keep going forward. We just keep going straight, straight, straight. And so astrology sets up times and days that help to make sure that we actually do take a turn of some sort and stop just being one track. That's how I see what this next 5 to 6 days is about. So I hope that this has been helpful. This is Tyra Omilade, your goddess guru. Thank you so much for watching. I want you all to know that pretty soon I am going to be letting you all know about a workshop that I am going to be hosting, where, we're going to be looking at it's a healing workshop now that I think about it. Sometimes it takes my mind a little time to slow down and catch up with me moving on, shifting in a new direction. So yes, let me know if you would like to participate in a healing workshop experience. It is one that will be what I call a beta run of it, so that I can, craft it and cultivate it. And you would be one of the ones that helped me to develop this workshop by participating in it and giving me feedback. It would be definitely a lower ticket offer initially because the price would be going up once I, work out all the kinks. But that is coming very soon. As also, what is coming soon is I am going to open up 3 spots for people who want to work intimately with me. Oftentimes, people have questions about their charts, or maybe they would love to have a reading every month that's specific to them. Or, maybe you're going through your day and you come up on something and you're like, I really don't know what to do. It would be great to get a reading on it. I will have office hours for people to, be able to write me and know I will respond and give you feedback from the oracle. So I'm going to open up, it's coaching, 3 coaching spots is what I'll call them. Because it will involve, we can meet if you want to or whatever. Yeah. So if you're interested in that, be paying attention, keeping an eye out on my YouTube channel. Yeah, YouTube, website, newsletter will get everything first. Newsletter, and of course my inner circle members, they get everything first because it goes straight to their mailboxes. So thank you anyway. I wish y'all a really good rest of the week. I always love bringing good news, but y'all know I like keeping it real. 100. Love you all. Thank you all so much. And I will see you in the next video. Peace and love. Mwah.